Diary of St. Francis de Sales, November 25th. This life is short, but of great value, for through it we can acquire eternal life. Blessed are those who know how to use it for this purpose and apply these fleeting moments to gain holy eternity. Nothing is more pleasing to the Divine Majesty than perseverance in the practice of small virtues, as these make those who persevere in them to the end more perfect than do great virtues, exercised occasionally. Spiritual Letters. On November 25th, 1617, St. Francis de Sales, about to depart for Grenoble to preach Advent, sent one of his servants to the Armand family, citizens of Grenoble residing in Annecy, and good friends and spiritual children, to see if they had letters or items to send to Grenoble. The servant found Madame Armand deeply distressed, weeping over her deceased daughter who lay on the bed. Immediately, the messenger reported this to the holy bishop, who had just left the house and was about to mount his horse. He returned to the chapel to make a vow that the girl would wear a white dress in honor of the Virgin. He sent the servant to inform Madame Armand. Great was the servant's surprise when entering the house. He found the girl resurrected, telling her mother, "The Holy Father of Geneva came to bless me and cured me." The little girl showed signs of life at the very moment our saint knelt and raised his hands to heaven, commending her to the Lord. Before departing, the good bishop instructed the family to have a Mass of Thanksgiving celebrated to the Virgin of Sorrows, assuring them that the resurrected girl would one day be a daughter of Saint Mary. From then on, Francis always called her the Little Resurrected One, and she, in turn, called him Papa of Geneva. Whenever they met, she showed him much childlike affection, and he rewarded her with great demonstrations of love, as he always did with children of her age. On November 25th, 1622, St. Francis de Sales left Avignon to meet again in Lyon with the Prince Cardinal, who was to visit the courts of France and Savoy in that city. A gentleman from the entourage, knowing that this prelate was the Bishop of Geneva, approached him and candidly stated that he was a Calvinist. The saint received him with sweetness and civility, avoiding any unpleasant conversation, and focused on enlightening his doubts by proposing the truth of the faith. Late at night, after leaving the bishop, he told his companions with tears in his eyes, "Oh, if all bishops were like this one, our Calvinist religion would not last. We would very soon all agree with the Church of the Pope." It is little what we could say about the aroma of holiness this man of God spread around him, and how many had the grace to know him. Reflection of November 25th. The reflection for November 25th highlights the importance of valuing our earthly life as a precious period to acquire eternal life. St. Francis de Sales emphasizes that perseverance in small virtues truly leads to perfection. Occasional grand actions do not substitute for the transformative impact of consistently living with daily virtues like humility, patience, and love. Through daily perseverance, a more enduring and valuable character is built in the eyes of God. The incident with the Armand family displays a remarkable manifestation of God's power and the effectiveness of sincere and trusting faith. The girl's resurrection not only testifies to the miracles that can occur through divine intercession, but also to Francis de Sales's profound love and pastoral care for his people. This story invites us to practice a living faith filled with confidence in divine intervention, while demonstrating empathy and care in our actions toward others. The subsequent encounter with the Calvinist in Lyon demonstrates Francis de Sales' pastoral approach, full of gentleness and openness to dialogue, even with those of different beliefs. His ability to radiate holiness and inspire with his presence, regardless of doctrinal differences, highlights the silent and powerful influence a saintly character can have. These actions and attitudes invite us to reflect on how we too can be ambassadors of divine love in our daily interactions, reaching others with kindness and truth.